Okay, so today we're going to look at some wrong colors used in an electrical installation. It's not the color code, and I'm going to show you how to remark those wires so that the next person coming along would know what the right uh, colors are, and which wire is live and which wire is neutral. Here in the country I'm born in, white and gray are the only two acceptable colors used for a neutral. But sometimes white could be hot in a 240 volt circuit where it's like a hot water heater or an electric heater, but that white wire should be marked with black tape or red tape. So let's go and look at the outlet here, and I'll show you how to identify the live wire and the neutral wire and remark the wire. Okay, so here we have a black wire, a blue wire, and our ground wire, which is grounded to the box. So we're going to identify these wires here. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip just a little bit. Now these wires are going to be live, so we are very carefully going to strip the end . Okay, you can use a few things here to identify the live wire. You can use a digital multimeter. You can use one of these guys here, a neon tester. Or I made one of these up here. You just screw in a regular household light bulb and check from the live to the ground with that, or the neutral. But I'm going to be using the multimeter today. So we're going to we will put one wire in here, and we will touch it to the black wire. Okay, the black wire is showing 120 volts. I'll take the blue wire here, touch it to the blue wire, 0 volts, nothing. Okay, so we'll come over here to the breaker box, and safety first, we will shut off the circuit that we're working on. Okay, so we'll take our outlet that we're going to hook up. We'll turn in the screws that we're not going to be using, because you don't want them touching the side of the box. We're going to use some white tape here, and we're going to identify this blue wire as neutral. So what we'll do, we will take and wrap some white tape around this blue wire, and that will let the next person who works on this box know that this blue wire is a neutral. Okay, so now we'll hook this outlet up. We'll strip just as much copper as we need to go around the screw. So we'll take off about that much there, and we'll bring a little bit up to the end, and you gotta be careful not to break the strands. We'll have it like that, and we'll do the same with the blue. We'll strip what we need to put around the screw. And we will bring a little bit up to hold the strands from fraying. So we'll twist these strands together by hand a little bit, keeping this end up here. Same with the black. And now now see this little connector back here that holds this conduit in? Same with Romex connectors. You're going to have to shorten that screw, because when you put that screw in, it's going to hit that connector. Like right there, it's going to bottom out and hit the connector, and it'll just strip out and the outlet won't tighten. So we have to shorten that screw. Okay, so the live wire always goes on the brass screw. And you want to just get the insulation coming up. Now I had to work that insulation down slightly there. It was like a very little smidgen under the screw head, so I just worked it down. And that insulation is just up to the head of the screw. But I want to get it back just a hair like that, so it's like that. And we'll just tighten it down nice and snug. There, the insulation just goes up and butts to the bottom of the screw head. So we'll do the remarked wire, which is the blue, and that's the neutral. And there we have a very nice connection here. And now we'll put our the bare ground wire around the green screw. And it looks like that. Now the screw you can use up here, I like to use like a cover plate screw instead of cutting the screws that come with it, but sometimes you have to cut the ones that come with it. And now we're ready to turn it on and verify that our outlet is hooked up correctly. Okay, so we're ready to turn our power back on over here. Okay, so we're going to take our meter here. We're going to use it on the 200 volt setting because it's the lowest that's above 120. And we'll check for one lead on the ground, because this ground is pigtailed here and goes to the box. 0 voltage. 120 volts. And see how the longer slot is the neutral, which is on the silver side. The shorter slot is on the brass screw, which is the live side. Peace. Thanks for watching.